Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Ridgway, Colorado. About to do the $1 Million Highway, southbound towards Durango, Colorado. Should be good. A couple months ago, I was on this website called Best Motorcycle Roads in America, and this was one of the top rides in Colorado. So, supposed to go super high in elevation. I think we're heading up yonder. Let's go check it out. I just seen a sign that said Swiss Alps. Durango, Colorado, here we go. Durango, Harley-Davidson. I feel like I read online somewhere that they actually have like a campsite in the back or something. You can camp, and then there's like a bar. I don't know, look into it. This is a campground I found for 18 bucks. All dirt roads, lake. Right when I come in, it's all no beer allowed. Dude, I am so stoked. I gave up on the campgrounds. All of them were all gravelly. Half the people wouldn't answer back. Some of them looked super ghetto. Anyways, this town is just so cool. Downtown action looks awesome. Got a little kayak and river people playing in the water right here. And got a hold of this dude up the way. And since I'm on a motorcycle, he adjusted the price, so I got a good room. They're having a live band, they have a bar. Woo! Man, I'm stoked. I got plenty of the country to bust out the camping gear, that's for damn sure. So let's go post up, get something cold to drink, and see what this town has to offer. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully make it out of Colorado and into Kansas.
Alright, so you guys might be wondering why you keep seeing this clip right here.
So here's the lowdown. Lowdown. Down. Oh, okay. So, woke up this morning, started loading the bike, was ready to start making some miles. Well, last night, just out of habit, I locked the handlebars. And then this morning when I went to unlock and disconnect it, the ignition came up and moved, but the bar stayed locked. Normally, when it comes up from lock position, you know it's only like 1/8 of an inch or something like that. And then, well, this one, when it popped up, it was 3/4 of an inch, full inch. And so immediately I ran to the YouTube to see what I can come up with, and started reading all these videos. And the more it was like, oh, the more you mess with these tumblers, the more you can get them out of alignment. And anyways, I tried. It was hot. I was sweating. I just wanted to get this going and try to get out of town. Um, some of the workers here at this motel, the Motel SOCO, amazing place. More about that here in a bit. Um, Even the owner tried helping me out doing it. Amazing guy. Um, I kept working on it. Then one of the ladies from the front desk came up and she goes, there's a motorcycle shop right next door and it's open. Well, take that back. It's not open on Sundays. And so, but she goes, I know the guy's phone number. I'm going to give it to you. And why don't you text him and tell him what your situation is? He's a really good mechanic. So I went through the process. I told him, I'm here at the motel across from next door to his motorcycle shop right here, which also we're going to talk about. And he said, I'll be there in about an hour and a half. Right then, I'm like, okay, what if this doesn't work and he can't get it fixed? I don't know. He specializes in amazing adventure bikes and stuff. So I even threw up a sign today that's what that's all about. Like I was even just hoping some riders, because I've seen so many bikes on the road, that a rider would stop and help, and or maybe have this, because according to you two, they're like, oh, this is something you shouldn't have. This is something you should have in your tool roll. Well, I watched a lot of those just to get a basic idea on what I put in mine, but not once did they mention an ignition and lighting tool. And it's a $15 tool. Now I know. Well, I got a hold of the HOG, the Harley Owners Group, and you get part of that is you get a free towing. And so Durango Harley is an hour away, and we scheduled a tow for tomorrow morning. And but I told them I'd let them know if anything changed. So now I get off the road and come back, and I'm just waiting. Finally, as I'm trying one more time, this one's good. He's all, Johnny, and I'm like, yeah, David, good guy. Hey, nice to meet you. What the heck? Where did that spring go? There's a spring underneath the ignition, right? Legit disappeared for 5 minutes. So the second the dude shows up to help me, I lost one of the main components of the spring. He finds it, checks it. He's like, man, I've done one of these before. I had to disassemble the whole ignition module or whatever. And I was like, man, he's like, don't worry. We'll stay positive. We're going to do this. And so got in there with his flashlight, and I'm telling you, within 15 minutes, bada bing, bada boom. Click, click. Bars came undone. Psh, high five. Didn't even charge me anything. Like the hospitality here has been through the roof. Like I've never ran across so many nice, wholesome people. And so I do appreciate David for that. Thank you, man. I want to thank the SOCO Motel, all the employees, everyone here. Shout out to Dino, the mayor. Other than that, that's pretty much what happened. So I took that as a sign that I needed to stay, because by the time I got it fixed, it was already noon. And even the owner was like, hey man, I'll charge you for the room. He made me a deal. And he's like, if you decide to go, I won't charge you for the day, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm taking this as a sign. I go, that I need to enjoy your town a little bit more, because I didn't yesterday. I did get to enjoy this place, but like there's a nice river downtown. And so I took advantage of it. And, I do enjoy riding without my helmet. That's pretty fun. You do hear every squeak and tick or whatever, but it does feel good. I enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed the town. I had a little bit more music I listened to today. The band that was here last night was Horizon. They were amazing. Horizon, I believe, and they're from Mancos, Colorado. and there's no TV here. So it's kind of a blessing. I've been sitting here for the last few hours going through all my footage and doing this editing. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy doing this stuff, and I'm enjoying the road so far. And thank you guys. I know I've got people who watch in other countries. Thank you. Um, I hope these are good enough, and I kind of give you a feel of what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and my experiences. On a side note, old Johnny would have freaked out and lost his temper over that, but I knew that these are part of the obstacles that are going to happen. And thank you, David, again, lifesaver, bro. And I'm going to put a picture and the information of David's store and his phone number and stuff. He also does adventure tours. I'm telling you, these bikes are sick. Like, they almost look intimidating, like 1290 KTMs, but like decked out. So let's put a picture of that up right now.